Coming up on DITV, we'll update you on President Donald Trump's latest move toward building the border wall.
And later, we'll tell you who and what are behind the rose stickers you've been seeing all over campus.
We have your highlights from the Hawkeye baseball win from last night, and we find out who Iowa City residents think is going to be the next golfer to wear the green jacket. All that and more in sports.
Cloudy with a hint of sunshine. Tune in for more on weather.
All that and more coming up on this Thursday morning edition of DITV.
Don't go anywhere. DITV starts right now.
Good morning, and thank you for tuning in. I'm Kaylin Cluck.
And I'm Ethan Gutstein. President Donald Trump is sending National Guard troops to the U.S.-Mexico border. This proclamation comes after days of President Trump discussing immigration policy in Congress and on Twitter. The troops are meant to secure the border until the border wall that Trump has promised is complete. The logistics of this move are not completely figured out yet, but Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen said they will be finalized soon.
A bill that will crack down on sanctuary cities in Iowa was passed by the House of Representatives yesterday. This bill will punish Iowa cities and counties that fail to cooperate with federal authorities seeking to deport illegal immigrants. The bill was passed by a vote of 55 to 45. But before passing the bill, the House made a slight adjustment. They voted to restore state funding after 90 days if local governments repeal any sanctuary policies they have in place. Iowa senators will now have to review this change.
The University of Iowa's National Ferret Resource and Research Center has recently been under scrutiny. Last year, an animal care technician found a dead mother ferret and 2 dead ferret babies in the lab. An organization called Stop Animal Exploitation Now filed a complaint against the UI because of violations of the Animal Welfare Act. This is not the UI's first encounter with reports of animal negligence.
Yesterday, the UI Center for Advancement held a fundraising push day to encourage people to donate to various UI colleges, departments, and programs. One Day for Iowa lasted for 24 hours. People could donate to the initiative of their choice, either online, in person, or through mail donations. The Student Advancement Network gave away treats to students who signed letters, thanking donors for their contributions.
You are passionate about healthcare or athletics, or the College of Education or Dentistry or Law or whatever it might be, you can give to that, and you can give as little as $10 or you can give as much as you'd like. So the sky is really the limit here, and we just really want to support our great college here in Iowa City.
And not only was the day dedicated to fundraising for the university, but also thanking the donors who helped make the university what it is today.
Students have been noticing rose stickers popping up all over campus. But what do they mean? DITV News reporter Alexis Tansey met with the students behind the stickers to find out.
Spread the rose, spread the love. That's the motto of 4044, a clothing company run by University of Iowa freshmen. The creator of the company, Nathan Rosenberg, came up with the idea one late night in high school.
I just kind of looked at my clothing in my closet, and I thought like it'd be cool to just, design something new, but something that defines me.
4044 sells hats, t-shirts, and sweatshirts to people all over campus. They have even sold their merchandise internationally. But selling clothing is not all that they do.
We strive to help the world and the people we share it with.
4044 donates 50% of their profits to the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. And their clothing is cute too.
4044 places rose stickers all to spread their message.
A lot of negativity rolling around, and to create that positive influence of helping people and connect. So that's what we're all about.
You can follow them on Instagram or Twitter at 4044clothing, or check out their website 4044clothing.com. Reporting from Iowa City, Alexis Tansey, DITV News.
And we apologize for those technical difficulties, but Ethan, one thing that hasn't been as rosy lately is the weather.
Exactly. The last few days have not made me optimistic about the future's weather, but let's toss it over to Gus, where I'm hoping we'll see a day of sunshine.
Thanks, guys. Unfortunately, the weather will not be rosy this week. We begin today with partly cloudy skies. Temperatures will reach a high of 45 degrees, and later this evening, they will hit a low of 28 degrees. Now, let's take a look at our extended forecast. Friday, we will receive more cloudy skies with temperatures ranging from the lower 30s to the upper teens. Saturday will truly be the most convenient day of not only the week, but maybe the month. We will finally experience sunny weather with no strings attached. Temperatures will reach the upper 30s and descend to the chilly lower 20s. Sunday couldn't be more of a foil as we will experience snow. Temperatures will range from the mid-30s to the upper 20s. Monday again will be cloudy with a high reaching the mid-40s and hitting the mid-20s. Finally, Tuesday will be the most sunny, mostly sunny as we reach the mid-40s and lower to the 30s. If you haven't invested in an umbrella, you may want to reconsider to avoid those April showers. Ethan, looks like you won't have to wait too long for that sunny weather Saturday either. That's your weather for this week. Kaylin, Ethan, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Gus. Glad to hear. One well-known Iowa City shop is closing its doors after 36 years of business. Paul's Discount, located off of Highway 1, has been Iowa City's go-to for everything from pet supplies to Hawkeye gear. The store has been family-owned and run for 3 generations. The store will have a 12-week sale starting on April 12th to prepare for the closing. Paul's Discount is set to officially close on July 31st.
Production for UI Theater's A Midsummer Night's Dream is well underway. I visited the department's costume shop to find out how they create the one-of-a-kind outfits for the actors. Most people don't know what's inside the old Museum of Art, but go down to the basement and you're in for a surprise. This massive space contains the University of Iowa Theater Department costume shop.
We have sleepwear, and then robes and dresses and jackets and matching pants, and I'd say there's probably 1 million pieces in there. That's a guess. And that doesn't include anything in boxes. That's just the hanging clothes. Nor does it include the shoes, of which there are approximately 3,000 pairs of shoes.
The shop is currently making the costumes for UI Theater's upcoming production of Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream.
These are the fairies on the side and our principal women. We've picked out a few particular costumes in the production that we're custom making. We actually picked out fabrics. We had them sent in from New York City and from Los Angeles.
Too loose, too tight? Are they okay?
It's here, in the costume fittings, where actors are first transformed into their characters. Randrick Lewis plays 2. His different costumes are crucial for defining each one.
They're living this character. You know, they're developing it every night in rehearsals. So to see them grow and to see them come into their characters is kind of one of the most fascinating moments.
In order for the actor to move around stage freely, the fit and length have to be perfect. This jacket Lewis wears as Oberon, King of the Fairies, took about 34 hours to make. Meanwhile, tassels have just arrived from Canada to be sewn onto his military coat when he plays Theseus, Duke of Athens.
Having both of the different costumes be actually put on my body and pretty much near completed has helped me so much. Both of these costumes are going to influence my physicality so much more.
It's all about making the imaginary a reality, one pin at a time. Trip to the costume shop, and I think we're also going to have a fantastic weekend ahead for Hawkeye baseball.
Exactly. We're now in the meat of the baseball season, and they got a nice win over Grandview State last night. But let's toss it over to Will in the sports studio to get a preview for the Ohio State matchup, which will be big.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting weekend for Iowa baseball. They're going to get Ohio State, and last night's game against Grandview definitely prepared them for what's going to happen next. As the Hawkeyes welcomed Grandview into Dwayne Bakes Field last night, it was another chilly evening for the baseball team, but the Hawks proved that not even the cold can keep them from getting a W. Pitching was the name of the game for the Hawkeyes' successes against Grandview. The Hawks only allowed their opponent to clinch 2 runs, while the Hawks came out on top with 4. Trenton Wallace started on the mound for the Hawkeyes, pitching a great deal of strikeouts. Derek Lurians followed up Wallace's performance with Jack Dryers to the mound in the 3rd. Kyle Schimpf entered the game in the 5th, not allowing Grandview any runs. Freshman Cam Bauman followed in Schimpf's footsteps as he pitched strong, not allowing any additional runs either. And the 7th inning welcomed Shane Ritter to the mound, where he found great success. Ben Probst entered in the top of the 8th, but was quickly replaced by Nick Nelson, who came in and closed the game on a high note for the Hawkeyes, clinching the victory.
No one really likes coming out playing the midweek games. And for us to come out and play the good teams we are, it kind of prepares us for the weekend.
Midweek games are really big for us, getting us prepared for the big weekend conference games, and just getting every pitcher in there, pitching, each pitcher throwing 1 inning each really prepares all of us, and we get really a big start for the weekend coming into it.
Felt like, as we get into a routine of doing it, it's going to get better, and I didn't want to miss a week. So that's why we were really wanting to get this game in today, was to get those guys back out there, and that was way better for them than an inter squad in a batting cage. At this point in the season, anytime you can get out here and see live competition, it's really good for you, and couldn't be more happy with how that game went. 13 strikeouts, 1 walk, maybe 1 hit batter, no errors. Really pleased with how we played, and really happy with those pitchers.
The Hawks will enter their home series this weekend against Ohio State with confidence coming off this midweek game. The series kicks off on Saturday at 2:05 p.m. And with the Masters kicking off this weekend, I'm sure Iowa students are dying to watch Tiger and Phil play Amen Corner. We sent out Jacob Senstead to see just how much students know about the Masters.
While I may be an avid golfer, I do not stand a chance against the people competing this weekend. The Masters starts on Thursday in Augusta, Georgia, where they will be playing for the green jacket in the first major of the year. Who do you think is going to win the Masters this weekend?
Tiger Woods.
And why do you think that?
Because he's Tiger Woods, and I don't know, it's the only person I know in there, so go Tiger Woods.
Do you know where the Masters is being held this year?
No idea.
Who do you think is going to win the Masters this weekend, and why?
I think Tiger Woods, honestly.
Is it the comeback story, or do you think he's just a good golfer still?
I think it's a little bit of both, because overall he's like a consistent athlete, but yeah, just a little bit of both.
Do you know where the Masters is being held this year?
No, I don't actually.
Who do you think is going to win the Masters this year?
I think Tiger Woods has a really good chance again.
And why is that?
He's coming back, I think he's one of the best golfers to play, so yeah.
Do you know what the prize is for winning the Masters?
I have no idea, man.
Who do you think is winning the Masters this weekend, and why?
So I don't know a lot of golfers out there, but Tiger Woods, I heard he's coming back, playing well recently, so.
He has been rehabilitating and playing very well. Yes. Now, if he wins this weekend, do you know what his prize would be?
I have no clue. Absolutely no idea.
They play for the green jacket.
The green jacket.
Yep. Is there anyone on the Masters that you believe is going to win this year in particular?
You know what? I know someone who's not going to win. Tiger Woods.
Why is it? Okay. There are a lot of Tiger Woods fans here inside the IMU, but I'm going to have to go with my man Dustin Johnson with 5 top 10 finishes in the Masters. Reporting from inside the IMU, this is Jacob Senstead, Daily Iowan, TV Sports.
Based on Iowa students, I'm guessing Tiger has a great shot to win this year, but based on reality, I'd say Rory McIlroy and Justin Thomas. That's all I have for you at the Sports Desk. Come back tomorrow for MK and Zach's pregame show. Guys, that's back to you.
And that's all we have for you on this Thursday morning edition of DITV.
Be sure to head over to dailyiowan.com for all your latest news between Monday and Friday.
And for more Iowa City and campus news, be sure to check out the print edition of the Daily Iowan on stands now.
For DITV, I'm Ethan Gutstein.
And I'm Kaylin Cluck. Until next time, Iowa City.